Hello students, I am Dr. Rajaram Dhok from Savitribai Phule Pune University affiliated Agricultural Development Trust Shardabai Pawar Mahila College Shardanagar Baramati. Let's start today's lecture Molecular Orbital Theory. So in the chemistry we studied about the different compounds, different molecules, and in the formation of molecules the different theories are put forth. So in the formation of molecules, there is valence bond theory, molecular orbital theory, and so many other theories. So before starting the molecular orbital theory, we have to study about the basic theory, that is the valence bond theory. So this valence bond theory is developed by scientist Hitler and London in 1927. And after that, this theory is extended by scientist Pauling and Slater. So these scientists explain about the formation of molecule. So in the basic theory of this Pauling, that Pauling explained when molecule is formed, then there is combination of two or more than two atoms. And when these molecules are formed by combination of different atoms, then that atom contains different wave functions. So he explained the concept of wave functions. That Pauling explained if we consider two atoms A and B, in that two atoms A and B, its wave functions are psi A for atom A and wave functions psi B for atom B. And when these two atomic orbitals combines, then there is formation of molecules. So total wave function is psi of that system, and for that the formula is written psi is equal to psi A into psi B. So for the formation of this valence bond theory, that Pauling have explained the different assumptions. So he explained the first assumptions, that atom maintains their individuality in a molecule. Means when molecule is formed by combination of two or more than two atomic orbitals, then individuality of that atom is maintained as it is in the molecule also. He explained the second assumptions, when that bond is formed, then there is interaction between the valence electrons, so that valence electrons approach each other and there is formation of molecule. He also explained the third assumptions, when bond is formed between the atom, then only one electron from each bonded atom loses its identity. Means if we take the hydrogen, then one electron from one hydrogen and other electron from other hydrogen loses their identity. Then fourth assumptions explained by Pauling, that electrons forming the bond between two atoms undergo change between them and there is formation of bond and that bond becomes stable. That main assumptions of this or features of that valence bond theory, the overlapping of atomic orbital of that two atoms having unpaired electron forms that bond. Means unpaired electron of one atom and unpaired electron of second atom, they can overlap with each other and there is formation of bond. Means actually that orbitals overlap with each other, and in that orbital, first orbital contains one unpaired electron, second orbital contains one unpaired electron, and that unpaired electron containing atomic orbitals overlap and forms a bond. The electron pairs is localized between the two bonded atoms. When we consider about the strength of that bond, then strength of that bonds depends upon extent of overlapping. Means when overlapping of atomic orbital is more, then at that time the bond is stronger. And when overlapping of atomic orbital is comparatively less, then strength of bond is comparatively less. Then it also explains the presence of partial ionic nature in a covalent bond. Means if there is covalent bond formation, then in the covalent bond formation also certain or partial ionic character is present. Now we see about the molecular orbital theory. And in that molecular orbital theory, we see again difference between valence bond theory and molecular orbital theory. So this molecular orbital theory, in short, that is called as MOT. So in the further explanation, instead of using this long word, we use the short form as MOT. So this MOT is put forth by the scientist Hunt and Mulliken in 1932, and that Hunt and Mulliken given the different assumptions for the formation of this molecular orbital theory. So according to the scientist Hunt and Mulliken, he explained the molecule is made of atoms like valence bond theory. So there is similarity in molecular orbital theory and valence bond theory in certain points. That Fabiti also explains and MOT also explains that molecule is formed from the atoms. This molecular orbital theory explains second assumptions that when molecule is formed, then the atoms loses their individual character. Atom loses their identity. Again, this molecular orbital theory explains third assumptions when molecular orbital is associated with a molecule as a whole. Means when there is formation of molecular orbitals, then at that time there is total or whole that molecule is associated with that. Then next assumptions, that is the electrons in molecule are delocalized as compared to what they are in the isolated atoms. Next assumptions of this theory is these quantized molecular orbitals of varying energy levels surrounds all the nuclei of the bonded atoms. The molecular orbital is associated to be formed by the covalence of individual atomic orbitals when the atoms to be bonded come together. Means when the atomic orbitals come together for the formation of molecular orbital, then at that time their individual atomic orbitals combines and there is formation of molecular orbitals. Now one of the important assumptions explained by this Hunt and Mulliken that wave functions of molecular orbitals obtained by linear combination of wave functions of atomic orbital. Means atomic orbitals combines with each other and there is formation of molecular orbital. So in this formation of molecular orbital, the combination of wave functions is very important. So these are the different assumptions of MOT. Now we see the comparison of MOT and PBT. And from that comparison, you get idea about what is the difference between PBT and MOT. So there is given table. In that table, there is given the PBT and MOT. So in the PBT or valence bond theory, atomic orbitals are monocentric. Means both atoms atomic orbitals remains at one center when there is combination of atomic orbital also. But in case of the molecular orbital, when atomic orbitals combines with each other, then that orbital form, that is molecular orbital forms, is not at the one center, that is at different center, that is called as polycentric. So this is the difference between PBT and MOT. Then second difference, in VBT, atomic orbitals is denoted by different symbols, that is s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbitals. But in case of the molecular orbitals, these orbitals are denoted by different symbols, that is sigma, pi, and delta. So this is the difference between that valence bond theory and molecular orbital theory. Then next difference, atomic orbitals possesses different shapes and energies in case of the valence bond theory. In case of the molecular orbit theory also, that molecular orbitals form that also possesses different shapes, different energies. Valence bond theory and molecular orbital theories, when orbitals have different shapes, different energies. Then next difference between valence bond theory and molecular orbital theory, that in valence bond theory, nucleus of the atom is fixed in space. But in case of the MOT, nucleus of the constituent atoms of that molecule are fixed in space at their proper relative orientations. One of the next difference is PBT shows, or the orbitals formed by PBT, it has definite shape, size, and energy. In case of the molecular orbital theory, the shape, size, and energy of that molecular orbital depends upon the shape, size, and energy of orbitals from which they are formed, or it depends upon the constituent orbitals from that molecular orbital is formed. Now, you see this diagram. In the first diagram, there is given two atoms, that atom A and atom B. And when that atom A and atom B combines, then there is formation of molecular orbitals. These molecular orbitals do not lose their identity. In the second diagram, there is also same type of atom A and B. So in both the diagram, we have taken atom A and B, that is the s orbitals. So in the molecular orbital theory, here atom A and atom B, when combines, then there is formation of molecular orbital, but that molecular orbital shape have difference than this valence bond theory. And in this shape of molecular orbitals, which is formed by MOT, it loses the identity of that original atom.